Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Human Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Rice Owls, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So Rice's offense will take the field first. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Keene. Picks up the first down, still moving. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Defense wants to bring the heat. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
You do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Now on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps.
Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, and they get paid.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Pucks it out of the air.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. The give from the gun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt. rolls out of bounds. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Rice has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Here we go. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Going for the big play. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Texas. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Running with the fullback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Gilliam. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll try the right side. Hard running there. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Running it to the right. Powers through the defender. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Handoff from the gun. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Rice will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Gonna run it. It's snow. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Tulane right back to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
To the air on 1st down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Gilliam. Finds his man. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Owls. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Going deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try to get outside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The big fullback's got it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to pass. It's Gilliam. Slings it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Snow. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's going to take off. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Greenway.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yeoman's.
for that breakdown, Kevin. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Right back to him on the ground. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Greenway. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
They'll run it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll run it on the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Snow. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete to the right.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's snow. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive... Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the move, it's snow. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides to the back. Breaks the tackle. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hauls it in. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Gonna let it fly. Touchdown, Tulane! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the...
Turning it on! After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Looking for space. It's Keene.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking downfield, it's Gilliam. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Reads it, fires complete. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Looking downfield. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And he makes a completion there. Set up and in business at the 20.
Good enough for
from the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got the back over the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. He's looking to pass. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in their sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Bringing the heat with the catch. It's Ellington. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be a draw. Gets away from one, finds room. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
The give to the single back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. Heading to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up. You feel
lost one deep down the right side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.